This is a good in the beginning to know you want to hold him here. Go to hit. Hard for him really to hurt me or do much damage here. But it's better if I'm offline, right? Because here he's still on top. Here is much better for me. Now, go to hit.
No, it's not going to happen.
So the next stage where we want to end up is here. And I'm going to start in this position, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to work to it. But I'm going to start here just so you guys can practice. My bottom foot is on the hip. My top leg is here, and it's heavy. My knee is heavy. If some of you, my legs are longer. Some of you, your legs are shorter, and you want to put your heel on his shoulder. You can put your heel on his shoulder, okay? If this leg is just on the ground, it's easier for Liam just to hop over and pass. Yep. With my foot on the hip and my knee pinched up this way, it's difficult. Go to pass there. Right? And then this is very, very heavy. Okay, and the hand can be here, hand can be anywhere. Ideally, if it's here, I'm going to come underneath and just swim like this, so I'm over the top. And now I just want you guys to feel the position. Try and square up on me. Try and hit. You can make the little adjustments with your hip, pushing off with your foot on his hip, making your knee heavy. You can feel what it takes to keep the guy off to the side like this, okay? This is going to be the posture. This is where we're going to fight from. So I'm going to show you how we get into it, and I'm going to show you the attacks and stuff, but let's just start. I'm going to work backwards because I think it'll be easier. We'll start in the position. So, I'm going to close guard. Bottom leg on the foot on the hip. Top leg over, and that needs to be heavy. Yes. So this knee should be up, so I can't pass this way. And that leg has to be heavy, good, because that's what's going to keep me from squaring up. That's it. Now I can't hit him with either one. This doesn't, you guys will feel when you're in here, this doesn't feel good. And he can punch me as much as he wants there, okay? So I want you guys to feel that position, get comfortable. If you have questions, raise your hand, and then we're going to work our way into it. Okay, go ahead. So they're going to want to square themselves up with you, right? So you're going to get that pressure driving back into you, which we will use, and so we're going to build on all that. But now that you guys have seen the position, you can feel it. It's obviously not a good place to be when you're on top. That's where we want to go when we're fighting with jiu-jitsu, right? So the open guard to maintain that space, or closed guard to take away the space, is the first spot, the first goal, and we have to work from there. You guys have spent time there. The next thing is offline. So you get closed guard and you're offline here, or even if I'm open guard, my legs are always pushing the guy left or right, right? So when I'm in a spider guard, and we're talking about an MMA, it's not just here like this, right? It's always off balancing and kind of trying to push the guy off to the side as I play, so it's hard for him to hit me. He's got to push back into me to hit me. So this is always the pressure. So you're moving your head away, right? So much better here as compared to here. But now you guys can feel it. Let's work our way there. So he's inside my closed guard. And if he's just hitting, right, I'm defending the zone hit. Then I'm going to use my legs to bring him down. And this one's always coming underneath, and I'm wrapping for the overhook. Okay? So my hands generally, no matter what, are defending the zone. I know if we're doing a combination of grappling and jiu-jitsu, or we're just doing jiu-jitsu, he needs this spot or my armpits to open up my guard. Okay? If he puts his hands down here, put your hands here, I can still bring him forward. And if he goes higher, I can attack. So he wants that zone, right? So it doesn't make any sense to let the guy get his grips and then start playing the game. So intuitively, I'm covering up that spot. As he's reaching forward or hitting, I'm pulling with my legs and pummeling. Then I'm going to climb immediately. First thing I do is climb, pinch my knees together, and grab the head. Okay? And then we're here for the overhook. When I want to wrap the overhook, I'm going to come underneath. I'm going to push him off to the side a little bit and come underneath. And then here's the kind of key secret to the overhook. It's more like a guillotine. Okay? So if I try and hang on to his arm by pulling my elbow down, spaghetti your arm out, right? He can get his arm out. If instead of pulling my arm down, I lift my arm straight up just like you guys would a guillotine, like that, so my thumb is going towards my chin, pull your arm out. Much, much harder for him to get his arm out, okay? So I'm defending the zone, bringing him down, moving offline, I grab. Now I'm not grabbing anything. You can see my left hand is loose. I'm just pulling my thumb up like that. So try and get your arm out. Very difficult for him to get his arm out. Whatever he does with that other hand, the left arm, go to hit. I can block, then I can get my foot to the hip, and then I can get my leg over. And now we're back in our spot. Okay, so that's the first one where we're going to be early and we've stopped him from getting grips. Go ahead and try that. So whichever way we get to it, I'm working from here. One of the other things that is pretty common is he'll use his left hand on the mat, and he's going to use that to try and square up with me, right? Mm-hmm. And that is something that we can use to attack. We can kick it out with our leg. We can go for triangles. You can go for kimuras. Anytime that hand goes to the mat, that's a mistake. Remember I told you, I'm going to show you what to do later. That's not something I want you to do. So just in general, you never want to put your hand on the mat. But as he extends himself that way, you can bring this foot back, take this out, start to lock up your triangle from there if you see that, right? So just go ahead and practice that real quick.